Hello, so welcome back to the channel. First of all, I just want to thank everybody who commented and subscribed on my last video, which I done. Really took me by surprise, to be honest. Really was not expecting that. And this is my follow-up. And it's basically about Christmas and how being now over 50, children are grown up, have a grandchild now, but how different it is now, especially as I'm in my 50s, got 3 dogs to look after, and how different it is. Because obviously when you're young, it's magical, it's exciting. When you get into your youth and your 20s, it's all about family, it's about going out, it's getting down the pub, or it's going clubbing. Your 30s, you're normally beginning to settle down. Things get a little bit quieter, and then it sort of changes for me when I hit my 50s. And now, to be honest, it's all about timing, it's all about comfort, and basically everything's wrapped around my dog's needs and what they need. Because Christmas doesn't really exist for dogs. All they really care about is curling up in the bed, their walks, their food. They're not interested in presents or the dramas or anything else which goes with it. And to be honest, they're more concerned why you're late getting them out for their walks. So I want to talk about what Christmas is like for me having 3 dogs. So first of all, it's your decorations. They should all come with a health and safety warning. Putting up decorations isn't as straightforward now. It takes planning. Lights aren't just a festive thing, they require a risk assessment. Before I'm climbing the ladder, I'm thinking, do I actually genuinely need them that high? Do I actually need them? Is it actually worth a pulled muscle? Or are my dogs just going to knock me off the ladder anyway? So tinsel, dangerous. Baubles, choke hazard. A tree skirt, they just want to curl up on it. Every part of your tree is a hazard to your dogs, and you need to take that into account when you're putting it up. Let alone the chance, if you've got a real one, then there's a good chance your dog's going to want to do its business up it. I'm not just putting a tree up for an Instagram picture. I'm looking at it as survival and how much do I have to vacuum after. And then you got your Christmas dinner, which is strategically planned. Christmas dinner, to me, used to be about quantity. And now it's all about consequences. Because I know now exactly what foods are going to come back and haunt me later on. And while I'm contemplating my plate, my 3 dogs are just strategically placed around the table, watching every single move. They don't sit there and beg. They sit there like assassins, staring, waiting, poised to pounce. And I'm sitting there with my plate of food, trying to remember, can they eat turkey? Is that bit an onion? Can I risk a sprout? Or is that going to come back and haunt me later? And also, why is everybody watching me? I'm finding that I'm eating slower now. I've got a bit more of a gap between each bite. And I'm also planning my nap, which I know that there is absolutely no chance I'm going to get one because the wife's just going to be going, nope. And then I look at my dogs who are already planning their nap and I know that they're going to be getting one and I'm going to be staring at them later just riddled with jealousy. And the radio stations playing their Christmas music. The Christmas music doesn't just play now, it transports you. It creates a memory of years back, which you hear a song and then suddenly you're there. You're suddenly remembering that Christmas in your youth when you was carefree, drinking your baby sham. But at that point, I had different hair then. I had a different waistline. Still had loads of dog hair. Meanwhile, the dogs don't care. They hear the music and they think, why are you emotional? Is this anything to do with dinner? And presents? Well, they mean something else now. When you're young, it is all about the presents, the quantity, checking through the Argos catalogue and checking off which bits you want. Well, to be honest, when I was young, it was the Peter Craig catalogue or the Littlewoods catalogue. Argos actually wasn't even around then. Where now your presents are about practical. Something you can use in the garden or your tool shed or something like that, washing your car. But the chances are you're going to get socks, slippers or something warm to wear. But it's weird. I find my dogs get more presents than me. They get toys, they get treats, they get new beds. I got a jumper. Which, to be fair, I don't mind. And it's funny, you give the dogs the present which you got them, do a little squeak in the wrapping paper, and they think they've won the lottery. And as you're giving them the present, you know it's only going to last 10 minutes and you're going to be throwing it in the bin in case they eat the squeak which has just popped out of it. And then you got the family time, which is special, but it's loud. And I love my family. They're brilliant. Love having them around for Christmas dinner. This year was a bit quieter. We didn't have grandson, mum and dad round, so we had less people. My mum, my aunt, my sister, my stepdad. So it was a bit quieter than it normally was. But it gets noisy, which, to be honest, I don't mind. I mean, this year we didn't have the wee one running around, dogs barking because the wee one's running around, having to pick everything up because the wee one's running around. So we didn't have any of that this year, which, to be honest, in a weird kind of way, I generally massively missed it. The one good thing is with us, we don't get into any politics or any arguments. There's no opinions flying around, so we're not one of them families where you think someone's going to kick off at any minute. We're just there to enjoy ourselves and enjoy each other's company. So I'm lucky with that. I'm lucky I have a good family. But the dogs, they're overstimulated. They're normally hiding under a table or barking at wrapping paper like it's a personal threat to them. And having the 3 dogs, your eyes have got to be everywhere. Now still, the boy collie, he's quite good. He'll just take himself off. He's quite antisocial. Honey wants to sit on every single person's lap, unless you're a man, which she still wants to sit on your lap, but then when you stand up, then you're just some giant which she wants to bark at. And Bo, she just looks at everybody as a victim. You are going to throw my ball. So every person who comes into this house is just a victim to Bo. So by day 3, I wouldn't say I'm antisocial. I just need space. This is where the dogs come into play. Love, I'm just taking the dogs out for a walk, and having 3, that's me done for 2 hours. So for me, Christmas Day starts early because of the dogs. It's not because I'm excited, it's because my body's saying, you've had enough sleep now, mate. You better get up. Dogs need a walk. So I get up, all 3 dogs sitting there looking at me going, come on Dad, walk now. They got no idea it's Christmas Day. And to be honest, that's how I like it. So there I am, Christmas morning, 3 layers of clothes on, walking around the woods in the freezing cold, while the rest of the world sleeps. It's cold, it's quiet, and to be honest, I wouldn't want to change it. That's my time. So by the time I get home, I've had my quiet time. I've had my peace out. That's probably why by 9 o'clock, I'm ready to crash. And somehow, I've become the calm one. Food's late, fine. Plans change, so what? One of the dogs manages to steal a bit of food, give a sigh, but to be honest, I'm quite admiring their confidence and their ingenuity and their agility, because they're getting a bit old now. I've been around enough to know now that things don't have to be perfect, because what is perfect? Perfect is what makes you happy, isn't it? And to be honest, I can't really pinpoint the perfect moments of a day? Is it getting up and taking the dogs out? Coming home, having a warm cup of coffee? Turning the Christmas lights on? Family comes round? Big hugs? Christmas hats? Amazing dinner cooked by my amazing wife? The dogs behaving as much as what dogs behave. And to be honest, they've got their own characters and they'll do their own thing. So that's when I then sit back and think to myself, yeah, this Christmas is pretty perfect, to be honest. So for me, Christmas being over 50 isn't louder. It is quieter. But priorities have changed. It's not just about going out and getting drunk and drinking loads. That's not what makes it special for me anymore. It's about comfort, making memories, whether it's with my family, my grandson, my wife. It's about them early morning dog walks, Christmas morning, because my dogs don't care what day of the week it is. Drop a comment below. What's the most over 50 with a dog thing you do over Christmas? So before I go, again, I just want to thank you all who enjoyed my last video. The comments, some were good, some were bad. I think people took things a little bit too literally, but that's fine. Thank you all for joining in. Thanks for being here now, watching this video. And I just want to wish you all a Happy New Year and all the best for 2026. I hope your year is calm and you have less noises when you stand up. And for me, my New Year's was quiet. We didn't go out. We sat in the living room with a few beers with the 3 dogs, trying to keep the noises down from the fireworks so they were calm, which meant we were calm. So yeah, thanks again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please drop a comment, like and subscribe, and make sure you have a never-ending supply of poo bags. See you again for the next video. Happy New Year, everyone.